YouTube, welcome back. I want to do a quick update on this truck. So I don't know whether it's out yet for most of you guys. Again, I know most of videos of these trucks are being done by YouTubers. There are some of us in the Asian region that we managed to get our hands on prior to the release date, and I'm not sure whether in the US region you guys have it already or not. I'm not sure, but I hope that, you know, if you guys pre-ordered this, it will reach you guys soon. So I wanted to do a quick update on what are the additional stuff I've added to the truck. So I'll start with the exterior, cosmetic wise, right? Again, you can already see some of the boxes I've added on top. I think this is very common, you can buy this anywhere. I didn't go for the official Land Rover stuff because I didn't want to wait, right? I kind of have to pre-order and wait. I didn't want to wait. I'd get them later, but these are standard FCX24 scale stuff that you can buy. The one thing that I really like is the antenna, right? So this is an Orlando antenna, and I've seen pictures of support vehicles having an antenna in the middle, so I thought I'd replicate that. You'll be asking, right, why put it in the middle on top where, you know, if it falls, it's gonna hit it. You can actually store this by flipping it down. So you can actually flip the antenna down and store it in the top. But yeah, if you want it up, you can just flip it up and then it's there. So it's kind of nice to see it when it's crawling, you know, it's just wiggling on the top there, which is nice. Right, additional scale items are these fuel cans. Again, you can get these everywhere. FCX24 scale items, fire extinguisher, no surprises there. Okay, I also got a driver in there, if you can see it, and this driver is 24 scale, but it looks tiny in the truck. Look at that, right? The truck looks massive and the driver looks small, but nothing really fits because this is definitely a wrong scale. It's in between. It's neither here nor there. It's not 24 scale, it's probably 20 scale or something. It doesn't make sense. The scale of this thing, I don't know. I've got maybe an 18 scale driver. This is a 10 centimeter driver and it's too big. I've got an actual 24 scale driver inside and it's too small. It's madness, but the hands and everything fit just nice. It's just that the proportions, the scales to the seat and everything, it's small, but I'll just make do. I think from certain angles it looks just nice. So yeah, I've did some additional cable management. You can see some of the cables in the back. I thought, you know, since my window is frosted anyway, there's a huge bunch of cable that was sitting underneath here previously, and I shifted up to the back right in here. I thought I'd just make it look like there's something at the back, so the cable management is a lot nicer inside. If I open this up, you can see this cavity here. It used to house all the cables and it's a huge mess, right? And the battery is kind of like pushing on the cables, moving it a lot. Every time I open and close, it's moving the cables. Right now I just tidied it up, you know, and it looks really neat. I like it. So cable management is very nice now. And if I open up and if you have a sharp eye, you would have noticed something extra, right? So if you look here, you can see this winch, and it's powered by this N20 motor. So story about the winch is, I think you'll be able to find there's one particular FCX24 winch. Let me see if I can show it here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if you are keen on installing a winch, you might go this route as well. So I have some advice for you. If you look online on AliExpress or anywhere, you will be able to find this guy. And where is it? Okay, yeah. So you'll be able to find this guy. This winch, it's marketed for FCX24. It comes with this remote, and there's a receiver thing for this remote, right? So you can kind of control it. You'll see this online on AliExpress or anywhere. My advice is don't buy this. This is absolutely horrible. Okay, the winch has almost next to no power. It's so weak until it's the slightest friction on the body itself is not able to wind up the winch, right? So it's absolutely weak. It doesn't do anything, and if you look at it, it's being powered by this absolutely tiny motor, right? And again, I guess there's some gearing here to increase the torque, but it's absolutely weak. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't work at all. When I plug it in, it's so weak. It's not able to wind up, on its own power. And the cables break very easy. Mine got broken and it's absolutely useless out of the box. Okay, so don't buy this. What I did was I probably bought like a 10 scale winch. I'll show links if I can. It's quite big, right? So it's probably about this size. So I stripped out the metal housing, right? It used to be like this, and then there's this metal cover that goes over the motor. I stripped all of that up, and this metal plate here has these two screw holes. These two screw holes will coincide with the pillar, the shock tower, right? So here you can see, or here you can see that this metal plate is mounting to the shock tower, and it fits perfectly with the additional two holes. You can just screw it in here and it holds it perfectly. As you can see, it's just absolutely perfect, almost made for it, right? There's no clearance when you close the shell. There's no clearance. If you check the shock compression, the servo doesn't hit the winch as well, right? So this is the maximum compression. Nothing touches, right? There's still room for the shock. Actually, there's still a lot of room, right? You can upgrade to a different servo, and I'm pretty sure you still have room for that, which is very, 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 very nice. This winch is very strong, and yeah, I think it works perfectly. So because this is a 10 scale winch, it comes with this big hook, right? This big red hook, which is not in scale. What I did was to remove the hook from this FCX24, which is this tiny one here, and it's now more scaled looking, right? So this winch actually works now. Really nice. So how do I wire this up, right? So I my goal is to not change this remote and ESC combo from FCX, right? This is a 4-channel. I like this remote a lot. Many people like it. Many people like the ESC function as well. That includes myself. I wish there was room for me to add a sound chip or sound card and a speaker, but unfortunately with the original FMS system I can't do that. But I thought of adding a winch, right? So let me show you how it works. Power it up. Power it up. Okay, so right now my throttle is driving the car, right? So you can see it's throttling the vehicle. Okay, so there is a switch at the bottom, right? So underneath at the bottom there's a switch. If I flick that switch, it now transfers the power to the winch. So I can pull the winch and I can control it with my throttle, right? So if I show you, I can release the winch and I can retract the winch with the throttle. Okay, let me open up the body shell and show you what's going on inside. You can see it works perfectly. Okay, and this winch is very strong. It's very strong and powerful. The ESC from the truck is actually powering the motors, so you have fine controls over the winch as well, similarly to the motors, and it works really well. The only downside is I need to put my finger down at the bottom to kind of switch it. Let me see if I can show you the switch. Right, so there's the switch right at the bottom. If I flick this over, it goes to the motor. If I flick this, it goes to the winch. Okay, so that's how it works. So that's only because there's no more channels I can work with. I already utilized the 3-position switch for the lights, right? So I already have all the lights wired, as you can see. So I guess that's the only way to incorporate a fully functional winch. Kinda happy with that, but it's not perfect, right? That is without having to remove the original FCX electronics. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it functions in real life. It's just unfortunate I had to put my finger under the truck and activate the winch. Look at that. It's powerful enough to pull the entire truck. Okay. Okay, so I thought I'd showcase some of the additional stuff that I did to this truck. What else am I planning to add? The only thing that I'm planning to do after this is to add some wheel weights so that it just looks more realistic in the trails, and then you know, I'm good to probably start crawling this around. I did add additional oils into the rear shocks as well, so it was previously more bouncy, and now I think it's just better. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys get yours soon, and can't wait to see what you guys will do with it. But this is what I've done. Okay, right, thank you guys, bye bye.